If your power window is moving slow, struggling to go up, or feels like it's dragging when you roll it down, stop right there before you spend money at the shop, because the fix can cost less than $5, and you can do it at home in under 15 minutes. Stick with me until the end of this video, because halfway through, I'm going to reveal the mistake that 90% of car owners make when lubricating their windows, the one that ends up burning out the electric motor from the inside without any visible sign on the outside. First things first. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that red button right now and ring the bell, because every week there's a new tip that's going to save you money. And drop a comment below. Is your car window working fine, or has it already been giving you trouble? I want to know. Let me tell you something that happened to a buddy of mine. My friend Mike from Detroit went to the shop complaining that the window on his Chevy Cobalt was really stiff. The mechanic looked at him with that face. You know the one? Right before they give you bad news. And said, "Burned out motor. That's going to run you about $400 to replace." Mikey paid up, drove home. 2 months later, the window was stiff again. You know what happened? The new motor burned out too. Why? Because nobody cleaned or lubricated the window tracks. The root problem was never fixed. Poor Mike threw $800 down the drain for lack of information that fits in a 20-minute video. Don't let that happen to you. First, let's understand why power window tracks get so dirty. Because when you understand the problem, the solution makes a lot more sense. Your car window slides up and down inside a track, a rubber guide built into the sides of the door. That track is exposed to the outside air all the time. Road dust, carbon particles from exhaust, muddy rainwater, residue, soot, city pollution, all of that builds up inside there day after day, month after month. At first you don't notice anything because the grime is fine and the window still glides. But after 6 months, a year, 2 years, it turns into an abrasive paste that literally sands down the rubber track and creates resistance as the window moves. The electric motor, which was designed to handle a certain load, starts working harder than it should to overcome that friction, and a motor that's pushed past its limit overheats more than it should, and that's when it starts burning out from the inside. It's not a factory defect. It's not bad luck. It's lack of maintenance. Now that you understand the problem, let's fix it once and for all. You're going to need 2 things that cost less than $10 together, and you can find them at any AutoZone, O'Reilly, Walmart, or hardware store. First is an all-purpose cleaner, the kind you already have at home for everyday cleaning. Second is graphite spray, a dry lubricant or powdered graphite, if you prefer. Important, do not use WD-40, do not use cooking oil, do not use Vaseline, do not use liquid silicone on the window tracks. Any oily product in that area is going to attract even more dirt and create a thick paste that makes the problem worse. Graphite is dry, doesn't attract dust, and lubricates the rubber track perfectly. That's the secret most people don't know. But before I walk you through the steps, here's a heads up. Right now, you need to save this information because you're going to use it more than once in your life. Save the video, send it to the family group chat, send it to your buddy who has a car, because this kind of preventive maintenance is the difference between spending $50 a year on upkeep versus spending $1,500 on repairs. Now follow along. Roll the window halfway down. Not fully open, not fully closed. You need to expose the section of the track where the glass slides in and out. You'll notice there's a black rubber strip inside. That's the track the glass runs along. That rubber usually has a buildup of gray dust, dark residue, and sometimes small pieces of debris that got in through the wind. Grab a microfiber cloth or any clean rag. Dampen the tip lightly with the all-purpose cleaner, but go easy on it. You don't want it soaking wet. Push the cloth into the track at the top, where the glass presses against the rubber, and slide it slowly from one side to the other. You're going to be surprised by how much dirt comes out. You'll see a dark streak on the cloth that looks like fine mud. That's months or years of compressed dust. Do this on the center track, which is on the inside of the door, and on the side tracks, which run along both edges of the glass. Move to a clean section of the cloth and repeat. Keep going until the cloth comes out relatively clean. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the cleaner the better for the final result. Now, do the same on both side tracks. Remember, the glass has 2 edges, front and back. and each one fits into a separate track. Clean both of them. Here's a part most people skip, and this is exactly where the mistake happens. After cleaning, a lot of people think they can just spray the graphite into the top of the track where the glass sits. Don't do that! If you apply graphite or any lubricant at the top of the track, when the window goes up, it's going to drag that product onto the glass surface and leave smears and residue that are really hard to remove. The graphite goes on the sides, not the top, on the side tracks. You can apply the graphite spray in short, precise bursts if you're using powdered graphite. Apply a small amount with the applicator or a cotton swab, always on the sides of the rubber track. After applying the graphite, roll the window up and down 4 or 5 times. That distributes the lubricant along the full length of the track and works the graphite into the micro grooves of the rubber. You'll notice the window already moves with less resistance. If it's a power window, you'll hear the motor running smoother without that strained sound that probably seemed almost normal before. Now, a really important point I want to make clear, because I've seen a lot of people confused by bad information online. This maintenance does not replace changing the track weather stripping when it's heavily worn or dried out. If the rubber has visible cracks, is dry, hardened, or visibly deteriorated, cleaning and lubricating will help. But the permanent fix is replacing the seals. A new window channel seal costs between $15 and $40 depending on your car model, and it solves the problem for good. The Civic, the Corolla, the Camry, the F100, the Silverado, all of them have parts readily available at any AutoZone or O'Reilly here in the US. But I'll say it again, before you start swapping out parts, do the cleaning and lubrication first. In 90% of cases, the window will go back to normal without spending more than $10 on supplies. Replacing the seal is for situations where the weather stripping is physically damaged. Let me take a moment to address a specific situation that comes up a lot in the channel's comments. Some people do this cleaning, the window improves a little, but it's still slow or stiff. If that happens to you, there are 2 routes. The first is to check whether the window regulator is properly aligned. The glass is attached to an internal bracket called a window regulator or window lift. That bracket can shift over time and cause the glass to sit slightly crooked in the track, adding friction. A mechanic can adjust it in under 30 minutes, and the labor usually runs between $25 and $50. The second route is to check the brushes on the electric motor. In cars with more than 5 years of heavy use, the brushes can wear down and cause the motor to run less efficiently. That usually shows up as a different sound, a louder hum, or a gradual slowdown. In that case, yes, the motor needs attention. But for the vast majority of people who came here with a stiff window and no other symptoms, cleaning and lubricating the tracks is going to fix it. That's a technical fact, not a guess. Halfway through, it's worth a reminder. Hit like on this video if it's been helpful. The like helps the algorithm show this tip to more people who need it. And if you have a friend with a Civic, a Camry, an F1, or any popular car here in the US, text them this video right now. You might be saving them a massive headache. And comment below, how many miles does your car have? I'm curious to see who's on top of their preventive maintenance dot. One more thing worth mentioning for anyone with an older car. Vehicles over 10 years old, like older Corollas, Civics, Impalas, Focuses, or Malabus, tend to have drier weather stripping from years of sun exposure. The sun in states like Arizona, Texas, Nevada, and Florida is intense, and that UV exposure speeds up rubber degradation and increases window friction. In those cases, after cleaning and lubricating, I also recommend applying a rubber conditioner, a product specifically designed to restore elasticity to the seals. It runs about $10 to $12 and can extend the life of those parts by 1 or 2 more years before you have to replace them. For anyone with newer cars 0 to 3 years old, this maintenance works as prevention. Don't wait for the window to get stiff before you act. Clean and lubricate the tracks every 4 months, or at least every 6 months. If you live in a big city with heavy traffic and pollution like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, or Houston, do it every 3 months. Soot and urban pollution particles build up much faster there than in smaller towns. For anyone living near the coast, pay extra attention. The sea breeze, the salt in the coastal air speeds up oxidation on the metal parts of the window regulator and also dries out the rubber faster. If you live in cities like Miami, Tampa, Charleston, Virginia Beach, San Diego, or any other coastal area. You should service the window tracks every 2 to 3 months. It's worth it. Now, I'm going to give a quick step-by-step summary for anyone who wants to write it down. Roll the window halfway down. Clean the tracks with a cloth, dampened with all-purpose cleaner. Clean the side tracks the same way. Wait a few minutes for it to dry. Apply graphite spray or powder to the side tracks, going easy on the amount. Roll the window up and down 4 or 5 times to spread the lubricant. Check whether the movement improved. Repeat on all the other windows in the car. That simple. 10 to 15 minutes of work that can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars in power window motor repairs. And since we're talking about cheap, effective preventive maintenance, let me give you a sneak peek at what's coming on the channel. In the next video, I'm going to show you another part of your car that 90% of owners never check. One that causes a problem that looks like it's coming from the brakes, but isn't. Stay tuned so you don't miss it. We've reached the end. And now you have everything you need to keep your car window running like new. Without paying a mechanic, without swapping out parts you don't need, without throwing money away. Go ahead and check all your car's windows today, because when one has a problem, the others are probably already building up grime too. If this video was helpful, hit like before you go. It takes 2 seconds, and it means a lot for the channel to keep growing and bringing you this kind of content for free. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And most importantly, drop a comment below telling me which tip surprised you most in this video, or share whether you've ever been through the burned out motor situation without knowing why. Reading your comments is the best part of my day. See you in the next one, and take good care of that car.